Hey guys, what's going on tonight? I'm going to do a video here on an overview of all the parts I have here to do the STI drivetrain swap on my 2023 WRX here. So I pretty much have all the parts laid out here that I got, and I was going to go over everything here real quick and go over the trans first. You can see right here, this thing's really clean. Got it from a guy out on the East Coast, out in Maine. And if any of you are familiar with Subaru, he had a lot of videos. I think I remember seeing some a while ago. The guy bought the transmission from Subaru, and I'm not really sure of the whole story behind it. I think Subaru had moved on to a different platform. And the story I got was that he got this transmission from a dealership out in Pennsylvania, apparently, and that it only had like 5,000 miles on it. Subaru bought it, Cerakoted the whole thing, put a lot of new bolts, hardware on it, did a whole new wiring harness. I mean, this thing is super clean with that Cerakote, looks really good. I had posted on one of the WRX pages on Facebook about looking for some information on doing the swap as far as parts and everything. And then I was also looking for a trans and a rear diff. I wanted something with under 20,000 miles on it. My car only has 10,000 miles on it, so I was trying to match something closer to it. Everywhere I was looking online, eBay, everywhere else, prices were pretty steep for used trans over 20,000 miles on them. So I just got this trans, got delivered I think like 2 weeks ago. I ended up paying $700 through Estate's trucking to get it shipped here. I guess this wasn't too bad. And the transmission came pretty bare. Didn't really have everything on it, so I ended up having to buy a bunch of OEM parts. So here I had to buy the whole, the rod or the shaft piece here that goes through. And then I ended up getting a Verus Engineering, the clutch fork for it. Aftermarket's supposed to be a lot stronger than the OEM one, so I got that on. And I ended up getting the shifter all hooked up on it just to see how everything works. So basically I bought a brand new, or I found it on eBay. It was a brand new leftover OEM STI short shifter. I think I paid like $280 for it. And then I bought the Cartboy short shifter, so I swapped all this over last night to the short shifter. And then, of course, I did the Torque Solutions solid linkage U-joint here. I got the Cartboy bushings down here. And then, of course, brand new reverse lockout cable. Just kind of have that mocked up on there. And then also the Cartboy has their own shiftings here, greased everything. And then I did the Billet Works reverse lockout button here. Billet Works, I think it's a 1/2-inch extension because I wasn't sure how high up the shifter was going to be once I get it installed, so I'll see if I keep this on or not. And then also the Billet Works engraved weighted shift knob here, which is pretty sweet. Trying to stick with the same theme as the car with the blue, neon yellow, like that. So yeah, this is all brand new wiring harness, everything on here. I just installed new oil seals on it because when he Cerakoted it, the oil seals had Cerakote and stuff on it. So I just popped those out real easy. The new seals came today, got them put in with some seal drivers. All that's good to go. I also bought all new crush washers for the fill plug here, and then underneath for the 2 drain plugs. And then there's another fill plug up here, which I know on the 2022 Plus only has the fill plug up here with the dipstick on it. This doesn't have the dipstick, so some other videos I've watched, I guess, with the transmission fluid pump I have, I will just fill it on the side of the transmission till the transmission, or till the oil starts running out. I guess is how you're supposed to do that. So really excited to get this swapped over. Like I said, I'm probably looking at maybe the end of October, maybe November. I want to get some of these parts paid off. We'll tell you the total cost and everything I'm at right now is right around $8,300. So a lot of it was a newer OEM parts and stuff like that, trying to figure out what I wanted to do. And just trying to find the source for good used parts is another thing. I mean, I was looking all over for weeks, and this ended up buying some stuff I found on eBay. I got these the rear axles off eBay. These things are super clean. I mean, there's no rust on them at all, no issues with them. Everything looks really good and solid on them. Boots all look good. I think these have 34,000 miles. So on eBay, I got them for like $120 a piece, and super clean. I was wanting to find old parts with no rust on them. Since I'm here in Arizona, I don't have to worry about anything rust in here, so I wanted everything to be clean. Also, the drive shaft here I got for the STI 2015 plus. The drive shaft came off the same car as the rear axles. I think it was a 2020 STI they came off of. So have the OEM drive shaft for now. I'm probably eventually going to upgrade to the drive shaft shop carbon fiber drive shaft. So on this, I already put the Perrin drive shaft lockdown on it. I had this originally on the VB when I had the OEM drive shaft before I switched to carbon. So I got that on there. That really helps a lot with flex. And then I also have the solid bushings from Perrin that'll go in there once I get this mounted up. And then I also did the P&L Motorsports spacer on the drive shaft here, because I was getting lots of mixed information on if the spacer was needed or not. And I did measure this drive shaft compared to the VB in the length, and even with the spacer on this, it's still coming up like almost 3 inches shorter than the VB drive shaft. So I'm not really sure on that. I'll just have to wait until I go to install it and to see how it mounts up, and see hopefully that this whole piece will go all the way into the transmission and be flush. And here I got the rear differential, the R180. I got this off eBay as well. Came off a 2020 STI with 27,000 miles on it. And I think I paid $600 for this. So it came from California, so pretty much it's pretty clean. I did buy some chassis spray paint, so I am going to just repaint all of this just to make it look better and fresh on it. And I just finished doing a seal refresh on it, so pretty much I took all these bolts out, took the bearing retainers off on both sides. It has an O-ring on the inside, so fresh O-rings on both sides. I bought brand new stainless steel bolts from the hardware store, and then also I put in new oil seals on this as well. And then I just put a brand new rear cover on it as well. The other one had I don't know, I thought there was maybe some stress. It was hard to tell if there was possibly some cracks in it or something, so I don't know what kind of damage the car had that it came off of, but this one has like the same, like, I guess, casting marks on it. So got a brand new fresh cover on it, fresh gasket on it, brand new breather cap, got the new bolts, or not new, but these are original studs to go back in. And you got your fill cap, drain bolt, all new crush washers or gaskets for those bolts as well. I took the cover off. I cleaned everything out inside really good. There's still some oil in it just to check all the gears in it. Made sure everything was smooth, that there's no issues on any of the gears, that nothing was mangled up at all. So everything looked really good on the inside of that. So hopefully I shouldn't have any issues with that. Also bought a brand new OEM STI starter. I didn't want to take chances of buying a used starter, so I think it was $325, brand new OEM starter I got for it. And then also moving on here, got the brand new OEM STI flywheel. I was debating on doing a ACT ultralight flywheel, but just decided to stick with OEM. I think it'd be the best bet for it. And then here we got the ACT clutch for it. This is the SB10-XTSS, so this is the extreme duty clutch, which is rated for up to 698 foot-pounds of torque. So that should be perfect. I think Joey Montalto has the same clutch. A lot of this I went off of his videos on parts and stuff that he had to get for his swap, so just kind of followed his. And then of course, depending on if you get a transmission, on how much stuff comes with it, like this one, pretty much bare minimum, since it didn't come with the shifter, the clutch fork, or any of that stuff, and you had to buy all those as new parts. Then I got the SI drive control module here, so I can control the rear diff, or the diff on the transmission. And then I have the I-wire transmission harness adapter plugs, or whatever they're called here, to make that work. The only thing I haven't purchased yet is a DC-CD controller. I think I'm going to go with the Spider controller. It seems like the cheapest one out there on the market right now, and the easiest one to get hooked up and wire in and everything. I was looking at the MAP, or the MAP DCCD controller, but that's a lot more technical with all the wiring and everything that has to be done to tap into stuff on the car. I know iWire is supposed to be releasing the IDCCD module, or a whole new controller system for the 22 Plus WRX. I'm not sure when it's supposed to be out. I think they're saying by the end of the year. But I'm going to try, I think this is the Spider one for now, and see how that works out. I think that's the same one Joey has on his. What else do we have here? So we got brand new slave cylinder, STI slave cylinder for it. That's going to be needed. Then I have this whole base shifter plate I got brand new, which pretty much goes on the bottom. I had to buy the whole shifter boot, like the insulation that keeps the heat off, so that will go over the top of the whole shifter. And then this will sit on the bottom as the base, and there's, I think, 4 bolts that hold it down to the chassis of the car. Here's the other axle for the rear. Then this is the dust shield, or dust plate, that goes on the bottom of the trans underneath the car. And then this miscellaneous hardware here. So I have the clutch spring, which goes on top of the clutch fork. Got 4 brand new axle nuts. Have the flywheel and pressure plate bolts, all brand new. And then I also bought 2 brand new bolts for the starter. I'm pretty sure they're probably the same length or same bolts on the VB, but I wasn't sure, so I ended up buying 2 new bolts for the starter. So that's pretty much everything, guys. As far as the front axles go, I'm just going to reuse the VB front axles. Apparently those will work with the STI trans. And the only reason why I'm going to stick with the OEM front axles is because the only concern I have is with the STI axles being shorter, is turning the front wheels back and forth, which could possibly stretch them even more, or even possibly pop an axle out of the transmission. So I definitely don't want that to happen, but I'm going to try the VB axles on the front and see how that works. And as long as they fit into the trans, it shouldn't be a problem. But the rear diff, rear axles, you definitely have to have the STI axles for the rear. And I do know that the drive shop makes aftermarket heavy duty or high torque axles that are, I mean, they're ridiculous how much money they are. So not going to worry about that. Like I said, if any of these axles end up going bad or leaking any grease, I think I can get a new OEM one for around $325 or something. But yeah, it's pretty much everything. Really looking forward to getting all this stuff installed. Like I said, maybe another month and a half before I actually do it all. I will try and document some of it, but basically just wanted to go over all the parts and everything here that I'm going to use. And when I go to install all of this, I plan on doing upgrading the stock turbo as well. I think the previous video I touched on BNR, Bad News Racing, is releasing a turbo for the VB. It's supposed to be out at the end of October. I think it's a G3770. It's a really nice price point too. I think it's right at $2,000 for that. And then I'm gonna do some Verus Engineering motor mounts. So then once I get everything out, I'll be able to do motor mounts and then install the turbo, get the trans, all that stuff done. So probably be a pretty big project. Not sure how bad that trans will be to get in the car, but probably gonna need a couple people to help out. I do have the transmission jack. That should help a lot with that. And then get a hold of Clark Turner Tuning and get a new map, get everything set up for the drivetrain swap as well as the aftermarket turbo, and then get the torque turned up on the car. And I think after all is said and done, I should be maybe right around 450 wheel horsepower on like E40, E50-ish. And I'm not sure. I'll see where the torque ends up, but really looking forward. Get all this done and get everything finished on this car. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and let me know.